Hello, sweetheart. Why did you wake up so early? What's going on? You look upset.
Hi, Dad. My head hurts, my back hurts, and I woke up because I had a nightmare. I kept thinking about everything Anna and Tom told me yesterday. My friends said that I tend to procrastinate a lot, and that I might ruin my life if I continue like this.
My head hurts means that I feel pain in it.
When a part of your body hurts, it means you feel pain in that area. For example, my stomach hurts means that I feel pain in my stomach. A nightmare is a bad or scary dream that makes you feel afraid, stressed, or upset while you're sleeping. For example, Mary had a terrible nightmare last night. Procrastinate means to delay doing something.
For example, when it comes to housework, I tend to procrastinate.
To ruin your life means to make your life very bad or very difficult. For example, he said losing his job ruined his life.
But what does procrastination really mean? Procrastination is when we keep delaying things we should do, even when we know there will be negative consequences. It's not simply about being lazy. We often avoid important tasks because they feel boring, difficult, or stressful. Instead of doing them, we choose something easier. Like checking our phone, making a snack, walking the dog, or doing household chores. We all procrastinate from time to time. But when it becomes a habit, procrastination can start to affect our well-being. This happened to me recently. I was laid off 4 months ago. And since then, I've been putting less effort into finding another job.
Consequence. A consequence is a result of a particular action or situation, often one that is bad or not convenient. For example, he broke the law, and he will have to face the consequences. Lazy means someone doesn't want to do work or avoids effort. For example, he's too lazy to walk to work. Household chores. Household chores are the everyday tasks we do to keep a home clean and organized. For example, household chores are tasks like cleaning, cooking, doing the dishes, or taking out the trash. Well-being. Well-being is the state of feeling healthy and happy. For example, physical health is important for people's well-being. To lay someone off. To lay someone off means that a company stops employing them, usually for financial or business reasons. For example, the company laid off 200 workers last year.
Every time I try to send a CV I remember some negative experiences I had in previous workplaces. Places with awful working conditions. No central heating, no air conditioning, in winter. A boss who always swore, and very long working hours.
But, what are the roots of procrastination?
Central heating. Central heating is a system for heating a building. For example, most houses in Europe have central heating. Swear, swore. Swear means to use bad or rude language. The past tense of swear is swore. For example, he swore because he was angry.
One major cause of procrastination is fear. You might delay tasks because you're afraid you won't do them well, or because the task feels overwhelming. For example, you want to start a new hobby, like joining a dance class, but you keep postponing it because you're afraid you'll look inexperienced or not good enough compared to others. So instead of trying, you avoid it, and the idea stays on your to-do list forever. Another factor is social anxiety. People often delay things, like setting up meetings or completing tasks, because they're worried about being judged or embarrassed. For example, you want to call and book an appointment, but you keep delaying it because phone calls make you nervous, and you're afraid you might say something awkward. Another cause of procrastination is a lack of faith in your abilities. When you don't trust yourself to succeed, starting feels risky, so you avoid the task. This self-doubt often comes from past failures, fear of criticism, perfectionism, comparison, and negative self-talk. Another cause of procrastination is feeling bored.
When you perceive an activity as boring or unpleasant, you're much more likely to put it off until later.
Procrastination can also be triggered by distractions. Our environment is full of things that pull our attention away from what really matters. You sit down, you're ready, you're focused, and then, ding, a notification pops up. You check it for just a minute, and suddenly half an hour is gone. Social media is one of the sneakiest distractions in our daily lives, constantly pulling us away from the things we truly care about. Another cause of procrastination is depression. When people are depressed, they often procrastinate on all kinds of tasks, simple or complex. Depression usually brings a lot of negatively toned overthinking. And it can make people lose confidence in their ability to be reliable friends, partners, co-workers, and so on. Perfectionism is another major cause of procrastination. When people believe they won't do a task well, or that they might fail, they tend to put it off. Even though inspiration usually comes after we start. Perfectionists often delay beginning until they suddenly feel more inspired or think they'll come up with a better idea.
Thanks for watching Enjoyable English Lab. If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. What topic should I cover next? Drop your ideas in the comments.